I've been gunning all my life, just get on your mate. I've been gunning all my life, just get ready to pay.
Peace. Hey y'all, let me tell y'all about the time where I realized that my boy, who was supposed to be my day one, you know what I'm saying? Like, ran the streets together, was simping for my baby mama and dirty macking behind my back. Right? Breaking the big no-no. So this how this goes. 2013, right? Those of you who've been watching my earlier videos, who know me from my Rikers Island stories, I got a story about how my baby mama did about 6 months on Rikers Island, right? So, we're gonna take you there. 2013, baby moms on Rikers Island, right? So look, I waited like a month before I went to go see my baby moms. I goes to see her, I takes our son, right? Cool little visit, you know what I'm saying? You know, she wanna be all over me and on me and all that other shit, but you know, like, honestly, to be honest, I wasn't feeling the vibe, you know, like I'm back at Rikers Island and it's like, I'm not stuck there, like I'm not trapped, I'm going to visit somebody. I ain't really wanna do that, I ain't really wanna have my son in that environment, so I was a little blown, plus, you know, I had already moved on, you know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't never my girl technically anyway, so it's like I kind of like was relishing in the fact that I had like some space from her. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it's fucked up, but them 6 months she was away was real like cool and peaceful for me. Like, I was really like chilling. But anyways, after that, you know, I was still letting her call me. I was still answering her phone calls when I had time or whatever. You know, just getting ready to send her some commissary money. But then what I do? She had a phone that I had given her, which was an old phone of mine. I upgraded, gave her the one I had. I end up looking through this shit. And this is a thing where it's like, you don't go through women's phones, you always gonna find something. So that's up to your own taste of if you wanna do that. But I goes through the bitch phone, I sees a picture of the bitch hugged up with some nigga, you know what I'm saying, who not from the block, with some nigga from around the way, you feel me? So I'm like, hey, little bitch, like, I give you this phone, you taking pictures with other niggas with my phone? Like, you was a disrespectful little bitch. You feel me? Like, that's honestly just how I felt. So what I did was, my petty little corny ass, half simping, because I, looking back at it now, I feel like I was too emotional about the situation. I could have simply said, hey, listen, you slimy, you can't be trusted. My whole thing was this. While I was dealing with my baby moms, although I never, like, really seriously made her my girl, as long as she was dealing with me, I always kept it a stack. I'm like, yo, listen, I deal with other women. If you don't like it, you could keep it moving. And if you dealing with other men, it's like, you know what I'm saying, like, we doing this shit unprotected, feel me? Like I know what I'm doing, I know if I'm stepping up or not, but I don't know what type of shit you dealing with. Like, these niggas be fucking dudes on the low, getting all type of diseases, giving it back to chicks. Like, if you want me to eat that box from time to time, you want me to keep dealing with you, you can't fuck with other niggas. You know what I'm saying? Which is something that I guess she agreed upon, but ultimately couldn't respect. Cause, you know, chicks wanna have it all. You feel me? Wanna have it all just for the sake of having it all. It's not even really in them to wanna deal with all these different men. But anyway, once I found that out, I cut off. She blowing up my phone from Rikers Island and all that other shit. And I ain't gonna lie, I got extra petty. I'm like, I ain't even want to take my son to Rikers Island. Anyway, I ain't want my son to see that. So I'm definitely not going. You feel me? So I'm dubbing her. Now, how I get to my boy Simping, one day I'm just outside on the block. He walked up to me randomly. He like, yo, how is, and then he says her name. I'm like, she good, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, she good. He like, yo, man, she saying you ain't been to visit her, you ain't been dropping no money off. How you gonna do that to your baby moms? And at this point in my head, I'm like, man, you don't even know, like, this chick is like slimy. But first of all, why you going so hard? You in love with this bitch or something? You feel me? Like, what's the matter with you? Why you going so hard? You feel me? But I'm just like rocking them to sleep initially. I'm like, yeah, well, you know, we'll work it out. I ain't telling my business. I'm like, yo, we'll work it out. Blah, blah, blah. Then come a little later, somebody else woke up to me. They like, yo, what's going on with you and such, which it wasn't nothing going on. He like, yo, man, he said he pressed you over your baby mother. I'm like, press me over my baby mother. From that moment on, I knew he was a bitch. From that moment on, I knew that the nigga was simping and dirty macking. You know what I'm saying? Like, so from that point on, I watched him. Now, he didn't know, but according to me, at that current point in time, our friendship was over. Any other handshake or conversation I had with him was simply me playing about the 48 laws of power, rocking niggas to sleep. Like, why are you so concerned with the property of another man? You know what I'm saying? And by property, I mean that in the most respectful way. You know what I'm saying? Like, my baby mama, my property. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm her baby father. I'm her property to a certain extent. Like, it is what it is. But like, why are you going so hard? Why are you so concerned? She's in jail. You stress that much about a chick that's in jail? You like her that much? You know what I'm saying? Like what niggas never understood is that I know everything, I seen everything, nothing ever got by a nigga on the block. You know what I'm saying? Like, my whole thing was this. It's just that this is the same nigga who the nigga stayed in jail. He had a girlfriend that was throwing it at me. I never dropped the lumber off. Like, this is a nigga who he had issues with a nigga in high school. I went with him towards his high school to beat the nigga up. You know what I'm saying? Like swung on the nigga, I missed, but then the nigga ran. I chased the nigga up the hill for this bitch ass nigga, this corny ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just the beginning of this story. This fake ass ghetto love triangle that this man thought that he was in the middle of between me, him, and my baby mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of future situations going. Like, this nigga, when I ended up cutting my baby mother off, this nigga ended up like really going hard. Like, at times I was upset about the situation because I felt like, you know what I'm saying, like more of an embarrassment thing on the block than oh, I love you and you broke my heart, you fucking with a nigga I know. It was more like an embarrassment thing, and then, you know what I'm saying, like niggas not being able to tell me to my face. You feel me? So I just continued to rock the nigga to sleep. And what ends up happening is that I'm still hitting my baby moms, and he hitting it here and there, and it's like I'm really like dragging the situation. Like, when she around, I'm feeling on her butt, I'm slapping her butt. I'm just being real like flagrant when a nigga around. Real flagrant. Knowing that when she step over to the side and she get on her phone, she probably talking to the nigga, and the nigga probably tripping, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a nigga that's really trying to act like a boyfriend after all that, after I done showed him her worth and the type of chick she is, you know what I'm saying? For the sake of her being my baby mother, I would like to assume that she's not the same person, but, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? But this is a nigga who spending all type of money, going out on dates just to eat the same box that I probably just nutted in. Type of shit is that? What part of the game is that? I don't know. His game.